the outcome wasn't what you expected, but what can you say about the effort of the team, especially when you see Keenan Allen going back into the game? How inspiring was that?
Yeah, there's a lot of fight in this team. Obviously not the outcome that we would have wanted, but those guys didn't quit. Offense, defense, special teams, they gave everything they had all 4 quarters, and we fell short. So it wasn't good enough today. But I don't question the effort, the dedication by this team at all.
You know, scored 38 and 34 at home and lost. What's the frustration level right now when the offense keeps doing its job?
We play as a team. There have been games where we haven't put up enough points, and there have been games where, we put up some points, but we play as a team. We win and lose as a team, and all 3 phases, we believe in each other. We believe in this team, this coaching staff. It didn't happen today. There are definitely things that we could have done offensively a lot better in the first quarter. So there's a lot to watch the film and get better at.
The first half was kind of a different story than what most of the season has been. We made good adjustments and were really good after scoring last 5 possessions in the second half. Something you can build on moving forward with how you play after halftime?
Yeah, I think there are some good things that we can take away from this game offensively. I thought we moved the ball well in the second half, and being able to convert and get those third downs and score points in the red zone. I think that's huge, and we just have to do our best to eliminate turnovers, and that starts with me. And in that first quarter, we have to be better, and I have to be better as a quarterback. But there are definitely things that we could look forward to building off of for offense.
When Keenan came back and made that play in the fourth quarter after having the shoulder issue, just talk about just how hard he plays and how bad he wants it, even a decade plus in.
He's an incredible player. The teammate, the player, he does everything. He means everything to this offense, and to see him battle and fight and go back out there, he leads by example, and he's an incredible teammate.
Quentin Johnson scored his first touchdown today. How has that relationship kind of progressed? What did you like with him today?
Yeah, I thought he's stepped up big time in the past couple of weeks. Whenever you lose a guy like Josh Palmer and Mike Williams, someone's going to have to step up and replace that. And Q's done a great job picking up the offense, and we know how special and how talented he is. It was only a matter of time to get him the ball, and something special will happen.
Justin, was that kind of a fun game to play in, knowing that you're coming back? They score. It's like a basketball game. They score, you come back.
Yeah, well, losing's never fun, but I thought we battled today. And there are a lot of good things that we can look at this film and say, we can build off this. But there are a lot of things in the first quarter that we didn't do a good job of, and I didn't do a good job of in the first quarter. And if we're not fighting back, maybe the story goes differently. And so those are the things that we're going to look at when we watch this film and realize, hey, at least we turned it around. We did our best in the second half, but if we're not put in that position, if I'm not turning the ball over in the first quarter, maybe the story looks different.
Do you feel like sometimes you just don't have a margin of error, given the number of close games you guys have been in?
I think that's the NFL. You can't afford to make mistakes and expect to be able to win games like that. And it's an awfully good team that we're going up against in the Lions. They're a very good team offensively, defensively, special teams. And I can't make mistakes like that and expect to just be able to come back and win games like that.
You guys have 1-2, lost 2, 1-2, lost 2, 1-2. How do you maintain consistency and not continue that roller coaster for the second half?
We take each week as they come. It's week by week, and we understand that we've got a tough task this next Sunday, and we have to do everything we can to have our best week of practice, not let this one affect our next one, and do everything we can to learn from this one and move on.
Justin, you control only what you can control, but what did you see out of your defense today?
A lot of battle. They're tough, and we believe in those guys, and we've got complete trust and faith in them, and we know how special they can be. And it didn't go our way today, and that's the tough part about the NFL is, offensively we've been there before, where hey, things aren't going our way, but I don't question or doubt them for a second. I know how special they are. They're coached well. They've got some incredible players on that side of the ball, and we stand behind them 100%.
Was the no-huddle offense, was that something that's born out of necessity today or part of the game plan?
I think maybe a little bit of both. Having to come back like that, offensively not being able to move the ball in the first quarter like that, I think it's one of those things that we looked at and said, hey, if we get on the ball and, maybe we can start scoring some points like that, we can cut the deficit a little bit.
Going back to the wide receivers, a long road back for Jalen, but to get his first touchdown today, how special was that?
Yeah, it's awesome. He's battled so much over these past couple of years, and we know how special he is, and an awfully great teammate too. I've really enjoyed being able to play with him and work with him, and it's never easy coming back from an injury like that. But he's done all the right things, and I was really glad to see him score today.
Justin, was this loss particularly disappointing at all because of the way y'all had been trending with 2 straight wins and dominant wins?
Yeah, I think every loss is tough to go with. It didn't go our way today, but there's nothing we can do now to change that outcome. All we can do is watch this film tomorrow, get our bodies back, do everything we can to attack next Sunday.
And some of the guys on defense were talking about how they felt like the loss was on them, and they told a bunch of the guys on offense that it was on them. What were you saying to those defensive players, if any came to you, or what would you say to them if they came to you saying that?
Exactly what I just said. We believe in those guys, and it's a team game. The NFL is tough. Winning these games are very tough. And it takes all 3 phases. And we offensively, we weren't good enough in the first quarter. We put ourselves in a position like that. And, kind of like I said earlier, if we're not scrambling like that, maybe the picture looks different. So it's not all on the defense. It's on the offense. It's on the special teams. We win and lose as a team.
When you say there's a bunch of stuff you could have done better in the first quarter, what are the things that you're referencing?
Eliminate turnovers, converting on 3rd downs. There's some 3rd downs that we'd love to have back. I threw a pick that I'd love to have back as well. But there's nothing we can do about that now.
Second half, you get pushed right by Hutchinson, complete one across the field to Quentin, and he got back up and pointed, made the first down signal right, and Aiden, he was right next to you. Did you know he was there? That just a little bit of fire, trying to get everybody fired up, or was it more coincidence that he was right next to you?
It's an emotional game. I think that was a big part for our offense, being able to convert that 3rd down. I didn't happen to realize that he was right there. I meant no disrespect by it. I know how tough a competitor he is. I got a lot of respect for him, so I didn't mean any disrespect by that.
And running on short, 3rd and 1, 4th and 1, it wasn't working between the tackles today. Is that something the Lions were doing to stack it with maybe missed blocks? You could see it pretty well from where you were. What was leading to the lack of success in short yardage situations?
They got a good front 7. We have to be better up front, and I thought we did a good job running the ball today. We had our opportunities to be able to run the ball, and I thought Egg, Josh Kelly, they ran the ball really well up front. Those guys pushed. They made their stand, and we really believe that we've got a great offensive line, a great running back group. That if we do have those 3rd and short, 4th and shorts, we believe in them. Didn't go our way, but I know next time we're going to fight for it.
And with today's loss, you guys fall just under 500. And just looking at the standings and it being the midway point of the season, how concerned are you with your guys' playoff?
We're just 1 week at a time. We've got a good Packers group coming up next week, so we're going to do everything we can to have a good week of practice and look forward to that game.